Hi, this is our second lesson on giving examples. I'm going to introduce some words here that um, are used to introduce examples. Now, this little girl kind of looked like me when I was a little girl, especially, well, pretty much everything. She looked a lot like me. That's why I chose the picture. Okay, first one. Like, such as, including. So we have about 8 of these here. I have done a variety of jobs, like teaching, nursing, and computer programming. So I have a noun here. I don't need a comma. I put like. After like, I can have a gerund or a noun. Teaching, nursing, and computer programming. I have done a variety of jobs like teaching, nursing. I was a nursing assistant, not a nurse, but a nurse's helper for 7 years. So I do have experience with a small amount of nursing, but computer programming I haven't done. You can major in any subject, such as accounting, business, or nursing. Like and such as are exactly the same. You can use them either way. You could say subject like accounting, business, or nursing, jobs such as, and including is the same thing. There are many things you have to learn in level 5, including writing a paper and having good grammar. So all of those are similar. The next one, number 4 and 5 mean the same thing, which is to say, or in other words. I feel awkward making small talk, comma, which is to say, comma, I hate talking with strangers. So here you say it one way, which is to say, you say it another way. So I hate talking to strangers means I feel awkward making small talk. Number 5, in other words. I feel awkward making small talk, period. In other words, comma, I hate talking with strangers. And number 6 and number 7, they also mean the same thing. Suppose and imagine if. Now, children have to go online to study, and about 50% of them don't learn well online. Suppose they don't go to school ever again. What kind of adults will they become? Suppose means think about, or imagine, or consider. Imagine if. Now, children have to go online to study, and about 50% of them don't learn well online, period. Imagine if they don't go to school ever again, period. What kind of adults will they become? Now, when I go to the next page, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. You have a quiz, and when you take the quiz, which looks like I still have to make, you're going to choose which of these words to use. I have put all the words down here that you have learned so far. I'll go ahead and read them. For example, children need consistency. Consistency means like the same every time. For example, if you always say no when your children want candy before dinner, you shouldn't suddenly say yes. Inconsistency confuses children. Number 2, for instance, you usually don't have to dress up when you go to a party, period. For instance, comma, instead of wearing a dress or a suit, you can wear jeans and a nice shirt. Number 3, examples include. There are many nice places to go on a first date, period. Examples include coffee shops, parks, and movie theaters, period. When you're writing, don't write etc., etc. Don't write and so on. because such as, like, for instance, for example, examples include already means, it means, etc. Okay, because I'm just giving you some examples. Number 4, a case in point. My English is getting better. A case in point is my grammar. It is easier for me to write now. My writing is getting better. Number 5, consider. I am always punctual. Consider getting to class on time. I am always 5 minutes early to class. Consider plus a noun or consider plus a gerund. Consider doesn't take a sentence. In fact, John is lucky he got a good job so fast. In fact, it took him only 4 days to find his new job, and he's making $25 an hour. When I use in fact, I usually put numbers with it. Next one, suppose. Making small talk is quite common in the US. Suppose you are on a bus. It is possible that the stranger next to you will start a short conversation. Suppose plus a sentence. Imagine if. You don't have to eat food that you don't like, period. Imagine if someone gives you a food that you hate, period. Imagine if plus a sentence. You can simply say no thank you. You are not obligated to eat it. Like. There are many foods I dislike, like pork, fish, and clams. Ugh. Such as. We study a lot of things in ESL class, such as vocabulary, grammar, and writing. Including. There are many important companies in Seattle, including Boeing, Microsoft, and Amazon. We're almost done. Hang in there. Which is to say, Seattle is a very expensive city to live in, which is to say, most people have to live in apartments and live paycheck to paycheck. They don't save enough money, or they can't save much money. When? You can make new friends. When you go to class, you can start talking to your classmates. Also, you should consider joining a club. And finally, if. There are things you can do during the coronavirus quarantine. If you have a car, you can go for a drive. Great job. Now you're going to take the test, and what it requires is you just choose which transition word works best for the situation. Have a good day. Bye.